Hello and welcome to the Bowlers Union podcast. Chris Wright and Keith Barker here as usual, and today we have a funny episode for you. Hopefully, one that everyone has around changing rooms throughout the country. A cricket would you rather? We've got some interesting ideas, Keith. I know you've got a few. I've got a few. They're probably going to range from completely outrageous to some genuine kind of decision making that has to go on. But how are you getting on, mate? Anyway, you all good?
Good, yeah, mate. I'm good. I've been building up some overs. I had to do some running today and then bowl. And just safe to say, definitely every year it's getting harder and harder to get going.
Really? Yeah. What? Is this because of the running at the start, or do you mean just start the running was a hard bit?
I started bowling again, but then did a run, and it wasn't much running. It was like 4 runs of about 60 meters, maybe. But that was enough for my calf to like go all domsy and my back stiffen up before I bowled. And then like running into bowl was a real effort. Yeah. And
I didn't think you had any calves.
halves, not calves. But yeah, just getting back into it and trying to get those overs up. But then obviously your running workload goes up as well. So it's been a 2-for-1 battle today. And then I had a gym session on top of that.
Oh, wow. That's full on. Yeah. Did you gym after or before?
Yeah, after.
Oh.
I wasn't able to do it properly. So my S&C was like, let's just try and get 2 sets out on each exercise. And then that was it. Yeah.
I find that really tough now is after bowling, my body doesn't want to function in a gymmy way in terms of strength work. I'd much rather get the strength done.
Yeah,
and then do the bowling. Otherwise, I just feel a bit banged up after bowling.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's pretty normal, to be honest. But anyway, let's move on to this then. Would you rather? Do you want to go first, or shall I?
I think you've probably got a few more than me, so you can go first.
Okay, I'm going to start with a kind of relatively silly one.
I think they're all silly, aren't they?
Yeah. I guess they are. So you're facing Jasprit Bumrah, right? And you've got to face him for a spell of 6 overs. And that's it. That's all you got to do. But you're only allowed 2 pieces of equipment to protect yourself. So my question is, would you rather have helmet and gloves or thigh pads and box?
So I don't get pads at all?
There's no pad, no.
Right. So helmet and gloves or thigh pad and box?
Thigh pads and box. He does bowl that length as well, doesn't he?
That's really I don't want to get hit on the head, really. So I'm guessing I'm going helmet and gloves, and I'm trying to cover everything else. I'll probably try and like ramp him every ball, but like keep myself really tight and compact.
That reeks of getting hit on the kneecap or the shin or something. I think you're probably right. I mean, you're not going to die from getting hit in the legs.
No, obviously, don't want to get hit in the box either. But
yeah, I mean that would be awful. Here's an interesting one, by the way. The other day against Glamorgan, I got hit properly in the box for, I reckon, the first time in my career.
Did you really?
Yeah, genuine. Just shook it off as well because I've not really had it before, so I was a bit like, oh. I sort of had a little bend down, but I sort just cracked on.
I've been hit a few times, mate. I take as long as I need to out of the game when I get hit. It's like, no, I just can't function. I need time to just breathe and just leave me alone. I need time away. I remember back with you, I think I got hit twice, I think. Speaking of getting hit twice, I saw Jordan Clark got hit twice. He got hit by they're over Sussex overseas. and then a few balls later got hit by Ollie Robb as well.
Oh no! I mean, you don't need that.
No, I think he went down both times as well.
Oh, by the way, do you wear 2 boxes, by the way, or 1?
I wear 2 now. I didn't at the time.
I wear 2. I've always worn 2 after hearing stories of the box splitting and then clamping down.
Yeah,
that's probably worse a thought than getting hit in that area.
Yeah,
anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost like, what's the word? Collateral damage.
All right. I'm going to allow you now to wear full kit.
Yeah.
Helmet, gloves, pads, thigh pad, box, everything. Who would you rather face? Now, you got to remember the type of bowls I'm going to talk about here or mention. Think about the style of bowling.
Yeah.
Tino Best, when he was steaming ill, he always steamed in, didn't he?
I faced him at bowling like that, to be fair.
Yeah, I have briefly as well for not long, but have done as well. Or Jofra Archer. Now you got to think of the type of bowlers they are. Joff, there's no cues. It's shorter run up. But then you've got Tino Best, who is coming up off a long run up. You can hear him as well as just see his spikes fully coming at you. But there's also a chance of a flat one.
Oh, Jesus.
Who'd you rather face?
Have I got to do anything here? Is this literally who would I rather bat against?
You're gonna rather bat against in a spell.
Jesus. Well, I don't know how much people remember Tino Best. He was rapid for a bit, wasn't he? He was proper rapid, but that, like you say, he was known to throw the odd beamer in.
We don't know if it was accidental, but I think it was suspect as if it.
You know that Legends cricket that's going on at the moment. I think there was one last year. I think Belly got runs against the West Indies at Northants or something like that. Bearing in mind everyone's retired and it's meant to be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Tino Best was losing his shit in this game. It was literally like, you know what I mean? It was like 10 years prior. Having said that, I would opt for Tino. I'd rather face Tino Best on the grounds that I think he's probably a little straighter, whereas I feel like Archer can actually get the ball like kind of hooping in a bit, which I don't want anything to do with that. Do you know what I mean? So that would be my rationale. Both quick, both great bowlers on their day and stuff, but I think Archer's got a few more naughty things going on, I reckon.
A few more naughty attributes, yeah.
Yeah. Right, what would you say to that one?
I'd probably on the same.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Okay. Next one is you've got a bat to save your life, okay? Save your life. You've got 1 over. You can choose between facing Shoaib Akhtar, steaming and reversing it, or Shane Warne on a turner, like ragging it.
Have you not seen my reverse sweeps, Chris?
Are you playing that when you've got a bat for your life? Are you? Would you actually?
That's probably my best defensive shot I've got.
What about, okay, for the purposes of this, we'll say they've both done their research. So Warne at you, he's got 2 fielders. He's got everyone around the bat, leg slip, and that, but he's also got 2 fielders behind point on the offside, one that's in a normal position and one that's kind of like phantom floating for anything that loops up in the air.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, to take the reverse out. 6 balls. Akhtar's coming round the wicket at you.
I'd still go Warne because I back myself to smother more. You can't smother 100-mile-an-hour reversing balls.
No, you can't. You
can't.
You've made a really strong statement there, I reckon.
Why? In what way?
I think a lot of people would rather face Akhtar.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so. If everyone's around the bat, like looking to catch everything, Your only option. Have you seen that clip of Phil Tufnell batting against Warne, where he kind of falls over? He's like goes to kick it, trips up, and it like hits him in the gut, and then he like. Do you know the clip I mean?
Yeah.
You could kind of do that.
I suppose the only thing is, it depends on what kind of umpire you've got as well. Because if it was like some like older generational kind of umpire, they just like give you out for anything. I don't
Steve Buckner. It's Steve Buckner, just like. I think is he the one that gives Hussein? Is it Alex Stewart who literally kicks one that pitches a foot outside leg?
Yeah, it wasn't him. I don't think it was him. I think it was another umpire, but it was. I was thinking of that, just that exact clip. Pitch the foot outside leg, given out.
What I find funny about that is that they actually walk off. Do you know what I mean? I guess that's where, like, with reviewing, it's different, isn't it? But like, I can't get my head around how you could even walk off there, given how like bad a decision that is.
But even no dissent, no nothing. Just can't believe I've got given out. Walk off. Yeah. I'd back myself. I think it'd be tough either way, but I'd go Warne. What about yourself?
I get a bit of a yip on against leg spin, actually, for whatever reason. I don't like. You know what it is? It's the dip in.
You and spin. You kind of just some reason you like to hit your pad and let it bowl you, don't you?
I don't. I'm normally all right, mate. I'm normally all right. But it's leggies. I don't track them so well for whatever reason. So I think I'd probably pick Akhtar, assume everything was going to be at the stumps. If it's not, you take it on the body, don't you? But Warne's just testing everything, I think.
Yeah. I'll give you my next one for you, and this is a bowling question now, seeing as with the Bowlers Union. And I'm interested because I know what you used to be like, and then I know how you talk on this podcast, as in what you prefer now.
Okay.
Would you rather bowl down the slope into the breeze or up the slope with the breeze?
Oh, I 100% know the answer to this. I'd rather bowl up the slope with the wind.
Yeah. Why?
Definitely. Well, it depends on the slope in terms of, don't get me wrong, I don't mind, like Headingley, I prefer coming up.
Yeah.
Grace Road, I prefer coming down. So I feel like some slopes are a bit different, but on the whole, I don't mind the idea of bowling into a slope. Down the hill with into the wind, I always find weird because obviously sometimes down the hill you're trying to be a little more controlled, but then the wind hitting you as well, I feel like that's more of a yip up waiting to happen.
Right. Okay.
What's your thoughts on that one?
I'd go uphill with the breeze, definitely, because you got to hit the deck a little bit more. Oh no, you're able to not have to. You're able to like kind of be more natural in how you're trying to hit the deck, but you've got the breeze behind you, which will help you get through your action better. Whereas coming down the slope, you need to snap through more. Now, if the breeze is against you, you're going to have to try and snap through even more to try and hit the deck without being floaty and full. So, yeah.
No, totally. That is a very good question. Right, I've got another one then. This is a bowling one. We're assuming you're playing, well, what format of cricket? We'll play long form cricket, right? Would you take figures of 20 overs, 2 for 50 every time you bowl, or would you rather just do it randomly and get what you get?
Do it randomly.
Oh, is that really what you go for?
Well, I'm kind of going probably off what my stats are now.
Yeah.
So I go at what, just under 3, 2.
You're going at 2.5s.
No. Me myself. What I am now. So hold on. No, wait a second. 2 wickets an innings.
Yeah. So every time you bowl,
No, I'm taking 2 for every game, every innings, because I'm taking 4 wickets a game, and that's up there.
20 overs, 2 for 50 every time you bowl is pretty elite. Also, I understand that you're being positive with your chat, but equally, what about the days where you get like 0 for 79? You know what I mean? Off 22 overs, and you're just like, Jesus. You've got 2 for 50. That's doing your job as well, isn't it? Let's be honest. 2 for 50 or 20 overs.
Well, what's that work out? If you were going off 4-day cricket, Champos, that's 4 wickets a game, 4, 14, 16. That's what, 56 wickets a season, isn't it?
That's quick math. Jesus, you put me under the pump. Yeah. I'm just going to say, yeah, I'm not even going to work it out. Ultimately, yeah, it's.
I'm getting 56 wickets a year at 2.5. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Yeah, fair enough. Interestingly, though, you could argue you're not winning any games there. There is that, isn't there?
There is, but it's not down to one bowler, is it? There's a unit there, Chris.
Absolutely.
So it's down to others to help as well.
Absolutely. No, spot on.
I
completely agree.
Speaking of winning games, rolls perfectly into my next question for you. Now, you could either be 12th man with the odd appearance in a multi-trophy winning team, making a few appearances, or play every game with great stats, but you lose most of your games.
That's a brilliant question. Can you be more specific for me? Can we assume it's a county championship season or county season?
Okay. Right, here you go.
How many games is the person who's not playing those playing?
So you're in a multi-trophy winning team. Yeah. Out of those 14 games you play, you feature in 3 of those games, but you are the 4th bowler in the team, 4th seamer in the team. So that means you're going to be that bowler that bowls that 65 to 80 over period with the older ball. You're going at 3.5 to 4 and over, but you only play 3 games.
Wow!
But you win 2 trophies, let's say, through different formats as well. So you play 4 T20 games and 3 50 over games. And
oh my god! And in the other scenario, brilliantly.
You in the other scenario, you are 2 for 20, 2 for 50 off 20 every innings, 56 wickets a year, and you're scoring some runs as well.
All right, but you know what?
More
I'm going to be honest with you. When you look back on your career, and let's say we reflect right now on our career, what do we remember? Like, what days do you remember?
But we were involved a lot, though.
Yeah, true. I know. No, I know. I think I pride myself on being a team guy. So I would rather be part of the team that's doing a role in the team that's successful and winning. Would give me more pleasure than just getting all of the polls myself, but us not really achieving stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You're laughing at me.
I've got 2 great comparisons, but I'm not going to say them.
What individuals who you're thinking of?
Yeah, 2 batters. Actually, I'm going to tell it now, and we can. You are going to edit this part out.
Oh, I'm under the pressure here. Don't do that. No, we'll save it. Tell me after. Because if, for God forbid, I forget or something like that, and then someone would be happy. Okay. Right. Next question. Another bowling one is: you're about to start your your international career, right? I say to you, right, Keith, you're going into your international career. We don't know what's going to be ahead, right? But you know what international cricket's like. You can either only swing the ball conventionally or only reverse the ball. You can't have both. But the conditions, it's all condition dependent. What are you picking before you start your international career?
Well, it would be swing.
Normal swing.
Yeah, normal swing.
Uh-huh.
But every other fixture would be at home. So conditions would suit more for that. That's my answer to that. That's pretty straightforward.
Okay, so that's amazing, right? Because let's take the UK then. Obviously, at the moment, it's a duke in the UK, so I get that. You know, when the conditions swing, you're going to swing it. What about every single tour that's a kookaburra where it stops swinging? You're bowling gun barrel.
That's why there's rotations, Chris. That's why it's not my time to bowl it.
Okay,
You know? That'd be my thing.
I thought that was a good question. You know, I thought that might have had you, you know, might have had you querying things then. I think I might pick the same.
I've got I've got another. A question just come to me.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a stupid one.
Right.
Right. Would you rather play at Lords or be 13th man, 12th or 13th man at Lords?
Well, I'm very lucky. I've done plenty of both. You know what? Play. And I'll tell you why, because there's a good reason for this.
Do you want to explain as to why I asked the 12th or 13th man situation?
Oh, go on. Explain.
Well, just you can fill your boots with food.
Yeah, you can.
And you can get in a bit later if you want to go out for food or whatever. There's no real stress. You've just got to rock up in the morning and help others sort out the drinks and their equipment and everything else, and that's it.
Yeah. No, that's perfectly fair, right? So when I was at Middlesex back in the day, I did a lot of 12th man because we actually used to get half your match fee. So Embry at the time would be like, "Oh, anyone want to do 12th man?" I'd just be like, "Yeah, I'll do it." And I was on. I think I'd get 400 quid a match at that time for playing. So I basically get 200 quid on top of my my salary. And basically, I used to eat shit all day doing 12th man. There was a guy, dressing room attendant back in the day called Cameron, who was an absolute legend, who basically used to, every time he go to like the canteen, he'd bring me down Viennese fingers and cans of Coke and stuff. And I just piled in. However, it's a long way in the modern game with the amount of work that 12th, 13th men do. It is a long way. It's actually quite tiring.
Yeah, that's true.
And it is cool being in the middle. Like, if you know what I mean? It is cool being out there in the middle.
It is.
To be honest. So that would be my rationale for rather playing. But I completely get what you're on about. Like being able to just pile in, even if it's not at lunch, to all that stuff, and then having the ease. Did I just disappear then?
Yeah.
Okay. I apologise for that. Right. Shall I come in with one?
Yeah.
This is more basic. This is about you personally. Would you rather get an Ashes fifer or a World Cup final fifer?
If I'm thinking both results, you're winning, yeah?
Oh, that's a good point, because actually when I read that out, okay, I'll change the situation. Is you're going to win the Ashes, so you get a fifer in the fifth test of the Ashes to win, or you get a fifer to win the World Cup?
Oh, win the World Cup.
Is it? Is it that quick for you?
Yeah. Because it's a final. You've won the World Cup and you've taken a fifer. You've had something to do quite big in that game. Surely.
Well, yeah, except with the exception of like the Ashes. If it's 2-2 in the Ashes and you're at the Oval, for example, and you steam in and you get a fifer.
If I'm steaming in to bowl 76 miles an hour, Chris, it's not really that much fun, is it? I feel like there's more. Like the Ashes comes along a lot more than a World Cup. So for me, I think that's going to be being more remembered than anything else. Personally, wow. Even though I prefer Test cricket to any sort of white ball.
You know what, mate? I probably agree with you, to be honest. Like winning the World Cup. I mean, we're going to get the legend that is Chris Wokes on soon, so we'll be able to obviously talk about that World Cup because I remember watching that final because it was on my birthday, I think. So it was a good birthday. I got to sit down and watch cricket all day. It was even as someone not playing in it, it was epic watching England win the World Cup as a fan. So imagine how good that'd be to be playing. It must be insane. I mean, I don't suppose Wokes will be able to particularly describe it even. Do you know what I mean? It's such a monumental thing. But that's probably a good answer, to be fair from you. I reckon. Oh, again, I don't know if that'd be the popular opinion though.
No, probably not. Probably not.
Have you got any more, or do you want me to fire in a couple?
I've got one more for you.
Perfect. Come on.
Right. One's bat, one's ball.
Okay.
Would you rather have the innings that will be remembered forever of Ben Stokes at Headingley, where he's pretty much on his own dragged a result over the line with help of others getting him there?
We've all won games at Headingley, mate, with a bat. A few years ago.
Or last game of your career, Stuart Broad literally honing in as he did many a time, but like just needs this wicket. Always going to remember for let's just turn the bells around and boom, and finishing your career on such a high. What would you rather?
Oh Jesus! I mean that's super hard. I feel like Broad got that whole retirement just perfect, didn't he?
Yeah,
like literally perfect. I mean, I don't know if there's been a better someone who's done it better. To be fair,
that Stokes things it gets shown every year, doesn't it? Sky always put it on, probably twice a year, I reckon.
I mean, Stokes' innings is unbelievable, mate. As well, I'm not discrediting that either. But the feeling of going out on that much of a high maybe it goes to show our age, I suppose. But geez, that'd be epic. Although I still haven't got 100, mate, first class. So to be honest, I should be taking the Ben Stokes one. But I think in this instance, I'd go for the Broad scenario. I'm assuming you would.
I don't know. I still haven't got an answer for that yet. I think it's so tough for me because if you watch back that Stokes innings, I've never seen anything like it personally, where he's just single-handedly, and there was a little bit of luck on the bit of drama, a bit of luck on the way with the missed run out and the LB appeal, and they're not going up for it. And then when they do go up, it's nowhere near and all that stuff. There's no better way to finish your career than Broad doing that. But I think Stokes' innings maybe eclipses that for a fan of watching the game. So I'm going to go with the Stokes innings.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, both were pretty epic, weren't they? Let's be honest. They were both unbelievable moments. Right. Okay. I've got a player-related one here. Okay. Is quite simply, you can choose to pick for all conditions either Wasim Akram or Glenn McGrath in your bowling attack, but not both. Who would you rather?
McGrath. If I have to pick being one of them.
Yeah, let's. Oh, good question.
Am I being one of them, or am I picking them for my team?
No, you're picking them. They're lined up. They're lined up like school kids to play in the playground, and you're just picking.
I'm going for outright high it down there as fast as you can. If I had to be that bowler, I'm going McGrath. I can't be bothered running in that far.
Well, you go McGrath over Akram there. Whoa.
If I had to be that bowler, but if I'm selecting them for my team, I'm going Akram. Oh, sorry. Did you say Shoaib Akhtar?
I said Akram. I'm talking Wasim Akram. You thought Akhtar. Yeah, you thought no. So you've got Wasim Akram.
I'm going.
Or Glenn McGrath.
I'll still go Wasim Akram.
Yeah, I agree with that. My theory is, and I love Glenn McGrath, but if you could be reincarnated as another cricketer to have like the most in the modern game anyway, to have like the most fun and best career possible, Wasim Akram would be an absolute.
Yeah,
it'd be like Warne. It'd probably be either like Warne, Akram, or Ponting, maybe, or even Lara, something like that.
Yeah,
but like Akram whacks it out of the park. That's his batting sorted. Bowls, swings it with a new ball, reverse swings it at pace, all the skills. He done a fortune in T20. Take test bowls as well. Like I think Wasim would be shot next level.
Yeah.
Random one. How do you think Glenn McGrath would get on if he started it out now in T20 cricket?
I think he'd struggle.
I don't know how much he actually played, but I wonder if he would kind of get pulled off his natural length, or
I think he'd struggle personally. But he was limited to the competition that he had, so you never know. He may have found another way of bowling if he was pushed into the way the game is now with batters and how they move and everything else. But if we're going off currently how he bowled to the way the game is now in white ball cricket, I think he'd get taken down.
Wow. That's such an aggressive stance.
Let me stop there. And remember, we might be getting him on as a guest.
Yeah.
So I don't think he get dispatched, Chris, but I think he might find it a little bit difficult.
It would certainly be interesting. It'd be a good one to ask him now, because he definitely bowled slightly back of a length, didn't he? Yeah. Which a lot of modern batters are looking to pull that, probably in a way that maybe they weren't during the start of his career.
But if you've seen the clip, this is when I think he'd finished. He had finished, and there was a game where he was bowling at Warne. I don't know if you've seen it, and commentator's talking to him. He's like, "Oh, what are you going to do to him?" He's like, "Oh, I'm going to blah blah blah, just bowl one." Like I think maybe even like hints of coming into him a little bit, and then I'm going to push across him and try and nick him off. And he does exactly that to Warne. Yeah.
Right. I have two more questions. Mm-hmm. Should I do two, or do you want just one of them?
I'll do them both.
Okay. So you're going out for a cricket season, and you get the choice of eliminating one of these two weather conditions. You can get rid of all wind for the season, or you can get rid of all rain.
Easy answer, Chris.
I hope it should be easy. Yeah, I think so.
Well, as bowlers, what do we want to do?
It's more. I just hate wind. I hate wind.
Well, I want to get off the park as quick as possible. So I want to get the wicket as quick as possible.
Yeah, or it rain.
So I'd rather either get the wickets or it rain. I get off. I don't.
No.
I don't want to eliminate rain.
No, absolutely right. I'm with you there. I think wind as well is so gnarly. You know those days where it's like 15 degrees and it's kind of pleasant, but there's a breeze that's chilly. Hate that. Or you'll just go out to play and the end that you like, the wind is in the complete opposite way to make it a nice end. And you're just like, yeah, that kind of thing winds me up. So wind's gone for me as well. Now, this is my final one, and then I'm done. Would you rather bowl with a kookaburra, right, in for a season, and you can shine the ball old school, however you want, or keep using Dukes, but you are literally not even allowed to shine it on your shirt? No sweat, no saliva, nothing.
I'd use the Dukes.
You'd still rather.
I just wobble it, Chris. There's no point having a kookaburra because even if it gets a touch wet, that's it. It's done. It's a dog ball.
So you'd still use the Duke and you back the seam?
Yes, 100%.
I mean, that's still a big ask, isn't it, over the course of a year? But fair. No, I get the answer. Yeah, I think I'd. Oh, mind you. Oh. No, because it'll still swing up top with the Duke, won't it? You'll still get some swing for a bit.
You still get a few. Yeah, you probably get a few hours out of it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And have you remembered that one that slipped your memory?
I haven't, no. Unfortunately not.
Okay, well, maybe, you know what? We'll leave it there then. But this is one where we'd love some engagement here. Any answers you disagree with, let us know in the comments. If you've got your own would you rathers, feel free to send them through on Instagram and stuff like that, and we'll get back to you. Other news is we're obviously on Patreon. You've got a membership on Patreon, but also now you can be a member on Apple Podcasts. I'm still working on Spotify, but I think I might have done something wrong in terms of setting that up, which I'm still working on. But if you like the content so much that you want extra podcasts during the week and the month, then take a look at that. But in the meantime, like, follow, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers, guys.
See ya.